Back in 2000, Frederick started the Frederick Arts Commission. And since this was such a big mining community, we thought that we would honor the miners in the town here. So we did this memorial wall. We have 450 names on there now. But this was quite an honor, and families were so happy to see this happen. If we turn around there, you see a miner dressed up, and that's what they used to wear. They had the hat on top, and there's that little lantern like. They would put in carbine in that, and it's like a powder, and then they would light that, and that would give them light, because they were down many, many feet into the ground. And then they also had the lantern that he has on his waist there, and that was a kerosene lantern. You can see this kind of explains what they do underground. They come down, do you see they're coming down? It's like an elevator, and then see they also bring the coal down. And years ago, they didn't have the tracks that, did them electronically. They used to have mules, and the mules would carry the coal carts to wherever they had to go.
These pictures on the walls, if you look at all of them, they're all miners. And the sad part about it is nobody has names for these miners. In this cabinet over here, you have some stuff in here that they go down in the mines. They go down in the mines and they wear these wool socks. See how thick they are in the shoes? It's 56 degrees down in that mine. That's why they have to wear all that heavy clothing.
That was some of the tools they used.
You're correct. That is some of the tools they use. What they did is they go down, say 1,000 feet, and there's a big wall like this building. And they look at this big wall, so what they do is start to drill with that little one, a hole. And then they get that dug and they go with the bigger auger and drill. They put that on their chest and turn it. Do you think anybody could do that nowadays?
I could.
So after they get the hole dug, then they scrape it out with that. They put a stick of dynamite in that hole and push it in with this rod, and then light the fuse and run. Then when Then when it explodes, it breaks it all in little chunks. And I'll show you those chunks of coal when we get over on this side.
This cart here is the official coal miner's cart. And see how fine this coal is? Well, when they blast for the bigger pieces, you always have this fine coal left. But they not only had the big coal, but they also had this, what they called the slack. There were a lot of immigrants that came here and settled. And most of them were, from Italy, Mexico, French, German. And so there was a big ethnic group that came from Europe, and this is where they settled because they had the mines here and they were able to work for the mines.
We think it's a great thing for the town of Frederick. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I think it shows the kids the history of our town. And since it was, a big mining community, they could see some of their ideas in that.
Especially where their grandpas and great-grandpas worked.
Mm-hmm.